Hi everyone, this is Jamie from Painted Lady Tarot, and today we're going to do a walkthrough of the Tarocco Neoclassico 1810. This is the facsimile reproduction by Il Meneghello in Italy. It's a limited edition of 2,000 copies. They are still available for purchase online through Collect Tarot or Tarot BG. They'll run you about $40 Canadian. And yeah, let's get going. All right, so classic Il Meneghello, beautiful box with the wax seal. Here, just on the side, just tells you a little bit who made it. Telescopic box. Nice and hard as usual. Their boxes are always wonderful. Inside. All right, first thing here, we have the guidebook. I'm not sure why they opted for a country font. It's a little weird. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. It's a little weird. Now, as is pretty usual with these guys, it's not really much of a little white book. You're talking about 5 pages in English, 5 pages in Italian, with maybe 2 lines of information about each of the major arcana. There's nothing about the pips at all, so yeah, you don't want to have to use that as an actual reference. It won't tell you too much. Then we have the inside card here. Is basically tells you a little bit about it, tells you what number, in my case 945. And I'll take these guys out. Now, I'm not going to try to say these titles in Italian. My Italian sucks. So we start here with the Fool. We have the Magician. The Papas. The Empress. The Emperor. The Pope. The Lovers. The Chariot. Justice. Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Nothing to point out. These are such a great size. Look how nice and tiny they are. Really, really easy to shuffle when they're small like this. It's very nice. This is Force. Hangman. The Unnamed card. Temperance. The Devil. Love this Devil card. Look how ripped he is. He looks fantastic. It's just great. We get to the Tower. The Tower is very interesting in this deck. We don't see any of the things that we're used to seeing. There's no bodies falling out of jumping out of the windows or falling. There's none of that. There's no lightning striking the building. It's just a tower. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's very, very different from any of the other decks that I've seen. The Star. Moon. The Sun. Judgment. This Judgment card is pretty cool. We don't usually see people, going up in flames at the bottom, so that's nice. I like it. And last of our majors, we come to the World. It's a pretty usual looking World card, what we're used to seeing in most decks. When we get to the pips, we have very lovely pips in this deck. This is the first. We have the Cups. You can see here, we do see a tiny number in the corner, so you know, if you're too lazy to count how many are there, it is illustrated in the top corner, oh, bottom corner as well. All right, so we have the page, we have our knight, the queen, and the king. Now we come to the swords. I quite like these swords. They are different from what we're used to seeing in some of the other decks. Here's our page. And our knight. Again, not unlike the other one. You see, you're looking at it from the back, which is pretty cool. I like that. The Queen of Swords. Look at her face. It has that, hi, I'll cut you. I like that. And the king. And now we get to the denari. The ace. I like it. And our page of coins. Knight. Our queen. And the king. And our last suit in the pips, we get to our wands. Or clubs, as it were. You should feel these cards. The stock is just fantastic. Il Meneghello really does go all out when they do a repro of these decks. I mean, look at, they have the, you see that aged coloring in here. Can you hear the sound? They're not shiny. They're completely matte. Got those nice pointed corners that we see in our old decks. Oh, look at this. We have a page from the back too. He clearly squats. Look at the size of her stick. My goodness. And that's it. So just to go back onto the cardstock a little bit, just to show you, these are really thick. Like, they're still like bendable enough that you could do a rifle shuffle if you wanted to. That wouldn't be a problem. You'd be able to. But I mean, these are a thick card. If we take them, whoops, like these. Hold on. Just want to show you give you an idea of how thick they are. Like, this is pretty substantial. So they're pretty thick. I like that, and they're little. I mean, look at these. They're tiny. Anyway, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.